How we doing, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Mash and Drum Whiskey Room. I am Jason C, and if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. What you want to do is hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, so anytime I post a new review of a great bourbon or whiskey, you'll know about it. If you've been to this channel before, welcome back. Glad to see you. We have a really cool episode today. We are featuring Jim Beam Repeal Batch, which is a new offering this year. It's a limited edition bottling. Can't wait to get into it. So hey guys, as you saw in the introduction, what we're going to do today is go back, way back to the time in the 1930s and celebrating the 85th anniversary of the Prohibition repeal, which is what this bottle is all about. So after years of setting the non-chill filtration standard with Booker's, which is one of my favorite bourbons ever, Jim Beam is taking non-chill filtered bourbon in a new direction with this limited edition bottling called Repeal Batch. So coming on the heels of last year's Distiller's Cut, Repeal Batch is a lower proof, non-chill filtered bourbon designed to reflect the approximate taste profile that Beam would have been producing in the late 1930s, post the December 5th, 1933 repeal date, and also celebrating James B. Beam and his family rebuilding the distillery in only 120 days post-repeal. Now, repeal era products can be a bit gimmicky sometimes, and there have been products the last decade trying to recreate the taste, recipe, and quality of whiskey that would have been served during or after Prohibition. But with Repeal Batch, Jim Beam really focused in on the texture of the whiskey and really did away with the chill filtration process for this batch, keeping those proteins and flavors in the whiskey that you get when it comes right out of the barrel. So the legendary Fred Noe offered a great quote about this bottle and what inspired him to create it. He said, for the 85th anniversary of Repeal Day, we wanted to release a bourbon inspired by our heritage and dedicated to the hard work my great-grandfather put into rebuilding our family business after Prohibition. Jim Beam Repeal Batch pays tribute to all the generations of Beams that came before me. All right, so let's get into the review, guys. Really excited. This was a bottle that as soon as I saw it, wanted to pick it up. I'm a huge fan of Jim Beam products. They have a very unique flavor profile to me that I've always loved. So while you're taking a closer look at the bottle, this bottle was released September 2018. It's a limited edition Kentucky straight bourbon. It's also a no-age statement release, but most say it's about 4 years old. As I mentioned, it's non-chill filtered. It's bottled at 86 proof, and even the cool packaging, as you see, evokes the label the distillery used in the 1930s. So let's get this is just a screw cap, I think. Yep. Open that up. Oh, it smells good. Okay. Let's get a nice pour here. It is Generous Pour Monday. A little bit more. All right, guys. Let's check it out. First, let's go with the color. So the color it's actually pretty light. It's not too dark. It's typical bourbon color. It's probably a little lighter than I thought it would be, being non-chill filtered, but definitely a little darker than regular Beam. So let's go on the nose here. Now, being only 86 proof, I'm nearly not scared to throw my nose in there and see what notes we get. So here we go. Wow, the nose is really nice. I mean, the nose it's just very typical bourbon-y notes. You get a lot of corn. You get a lot of, it's a good amount of oak on there too, which I enjoy in my bourbon. I like, not over oaked, but I like a good amount of oak in there to balance out the sweetness. There's definitely a roasted peanut aspect to it, which is very typical of Beam to me. Usually when I smell roasted peanuts or something like that, or honey roasted peanuts, I generally tend to think it's a Beam product. I mean, you do get a tiny bit of alcohol, but it's not really overwhelming at all. It's really just corn, roasted peanuts. That oak, that gives you a little bit of a leathery note on there, which is very nice. All right, guys, cheers. Happy Monday. Let's get into it. Oh, that's good. So on the first sip, whoa, still going. Oh, very good. So on the first sip, I got a lot of corn on there, a lot of sweetness. You got a little bit of an alcohol kick there, but being only 86 proof, it's not overwhelming at all. But yeah, very sweet at first on the palate, mostly corn, a little bit of oak on the end. Let's go in for that second sip. Okay, so now we're getting much more rounded flavors now in that second sip. Now, introducing the palate, you get that corn, but now it's really turning into a really nice vanilla, a little bit of caramel there. It actually coats the mouth very nicely. It's almost creamy the way it hits your palate. It's probably the non-chill filtration, which really helps it out, really gives you a nice mouth coating feel. It's really nice. And even the oak here on the end that I'm getting it's a really nice finish for me. This is really good. All right, let's go in for that third sip. Wow. The third sip was, oh, that's really good. Wow, it's really surprising on how mouth coating it is. Now I'm getting that typical Jim Beam roasted peanut flavor to it. So front of the palate, you're really getting that nice corn sweetness to it. Then as it works its way back, you're getting vanilla, a little bit of caramel, and that roasted peanut flavor really kind of rounds out everything. Well, then it's finishing with a really nice oak flavor, really nice oak note. And at 86 proof, non-chill filtered, you're getting a lot of flavor. It's really coating the palate, and it's ending really nicely. This is good. This is almost a shame that it's a limited release. This could be, I would actually put this in one of my everyday sippers. All right, let's go in for one more sip here. Wow, it's so good. I'm really loving this. I gotta say, so the finish on it is not that long. As I mentioned, it's really pretty short, especially when you get used to the proof. And especially me, coming from someone who loves to sip on Booker's and Elijah Craig Barrel Proof and these high octane bourbons. The thing that's amazing me about this is that even though it's a short finish, the flavors and the mouth coating it's just so powerful. It just stays with you. And even though the finish isn't long, those flavors that stick around your palate make you want to kind of keep going into this and drinking more. So, I mean, it's just a really delicious, well done bourbon. If you're really into those Beam flavors, the vanilla, the corn, those honey roasted peanuts with a little bit of oak, then you will definitely love this. All right, guys, so final question, is it worth it? Absolutely, it's worth it. With an MSRP of about 18 bucks, I think you definitely need to try it. I know it's a limited edition, but if you could find it or get a pour of it from someone, absolutely try it. It's so good. I know it's only 86 proof, and if you're used to drinking high octane bourbons like I am, like Booker's and Elijah Craig Barrel Proof and Stag Jr. and stuff like that, it's not gonna blow your socks off. But I think for what it gives you at 86 proof, with that really unique mouthfeel and the flavor profile to it, I think you'll really enjoy it. I think this is also a great bourbon to transition someone from, someone that hasn't had anything that's non-chill filtered, and to take them to this, to see that profile difference. This could really be a gateway into a whole nother world of bourbon, and that's what I really like about it. So, like I said, definitely pick it up if you can. I think Jim Beam did an amazing job, and they have brought us back to the 1930s in the best way possible. All right, everyone, well, thanks for visiting the Mash and Drum Whiskey Room. Like I said, thanks for coming by. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button. You can find me on Instagram, and you can now also find me on Twitter. So there's my Twitter handle. Please find me on Twitter, follow me, and let's interact on there as well. Love interacting with everybody. Let me know if you've tried this, if you've had it before, what you think of it. And like I always say, it's not about the whiskey, it's the people you share it with. Cheers, everyone. I am gonna drink way more of this. Take care.